Hello there, and welcome to the Imitation game for today, November the 18th. Oh, that was a close one. I actually just realized I've made it through, I'm pretty sure, the entire month of November without completely messing up the date. That is nothing short of a frickin' miracle as far as I'm concerned. Now, I know you're looking at this and you're like, why did you land troops on the left-hand side? The reason for that is, if you're really, really low level, go left-hand side, build up your energy reserves, then cut across, blow up all the scary defenses, take a nice easy win. Stage 2, land right-hand side, blow up the boom cannon, obviously. If you don't have smokes, throw down a shock. Now, make sure with that one shock you hit both of the sniper towers and the cannon right there all together with one shock, because then your tanks will get through without any real serious damage. And you can go around to the backside. Around the backside, around the backside. Nope. And then when you get around to the backside, you can either blow up cannons with all the GBE you've just built up, or one shock will take out any two of those cannons. So if you place yourself between two of the cannons, you shock them both, blow them up, and then take down the HQ, the third cannon won't be able to reach you, and you're going to get yourself a nice easy win. Now, Imitation Stage 3. Wow, I can't believe it's only Stage 3. I've said so many words. Stage 3, go around the left-hand side this time, and as you can see, the entire left side of the map is all free GBE. It's just a it's an energy pinata, if you would. Now, I let my tank start shooting at it, and I was like, this is going to take a really, really long time. Oh my gosh. Phil 67 UI. I don't have this much time in my video to blow up your base, so I thought I'd be smart and flare myself past a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, what I didn't take into account was the sniper tower sitting right there, and the need for my OCD tanks to take out all of the things. And I was like, wow, man, my one tank is really, really hurting for hit points. I'm gonna just pull back, I'm gonna redo this, I'm gonna clear out all the buildings properly, I'm not gonna have to worry about the stupid sniper tower, and we're gonna get a nice easy win, and it's gonna look amazing. What I didn't take into account was persistent damage attacks. So, yes, obviously, this attack, smoky smiley face, because it's just retracing my steps by taking out one building. The crazy thing is, the last attack, like, I was not worried about losing a tank, because, as you could see from getting these guys into the back where they are, the only thing that was going to do any kind of damage is a wicked low-level rocket launcher, which, come on. So take out the base from where my tanks are sitting right there, and you're going to get a nice easy win. Now, if you're rolling with, say, Smoky Zooka, and you just smoke yourself right up the right-hand side, which would be an amazingly easy strategy and amazingly effective, just make sure you flare all of your Zookas into the safe zone of that rocket launcher, and you got yourself the win right there already. Excuse me. Now, Stage 4 with Grail Victor? Grawl Victor? I'm gonna go with Grail, because I can only imagine he was hunting for the Holy Grail and possibly found it. Monty Python? No. Alright. So, 4 smokes is going to get you past that boom cannon. The boom cannon is the only thing you're really going to worry about with your tanks. Welcome to the world of smoky tanks. If you're such a low level you do not have smokes, you can get past all those defenses with 2 shocks. So, you could, if you're willing to take a few hits from a sniper tower, you can do it in 1 smoke. So, here's the thing. If you do that, and get around to the back, all you need to do is blow up 2, I think it's around 7k rocket launchers, and the entire back is wide open. Plus, you're going to have nothing but free GBE the entire time in the back, as you can see with my army ant swarm of riflemen critters just rolling through there, taking everything out. I feel like I just mowed the lawn in this base, you know? I'm going to call that move mow the lawn, just everything is down. So, yeah, go around the few defenses, and you're going to get yourself a nice, easy win on Stage 4. That's awesome. For you lower-level people out there, definitely, you know, give it a few tries. Even if you don't succeed on the first attempt, give it another shot. The only thing you're going to want to be careful of is if you're rocking heavy Zooka, you're probably going to want to throw a shock onto the near rocket launcher and flare onto it so that you take it out before it chews up all your Zookas. And then once you take that out, go to the very back again and take out all the buildings, and you'll be able to use GBE to take out the second rocket launcher. It'll be amazing. Now, with Rudimented here, I've decided Rudimented is the name. It could be Rudiment ID, kind of like rudimentary, but I'm going to go with Rudimented. Or Rudiment ID. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Alright. So, with this base, I obviously bailed because I was like, wow, I really borked this attack. I need to regroup, because one of my tanks was about ready to drop. And I don't know if it's because I only dropped the 2 tanks and I was being lazy and just going for, like, the brute force push right through the front. Turns out there's a lot of freaking hit points, and I could see myself very easily running out of GBE trying to keep the 3 stunned there. So what you might want to do if you're really low level is just blow one of your attacks doing GBE, like just artillery barrage, take out the boom cannons and stuff as much as possible, and then with your second attack roll in and you can just wipe everything out. Because, like, honestly, those boom cannons are a little, like, 10.5, 11.5 thousand hit points each. Like, that, for what I can only assume is a fairly low-level base, those boom cannons are insanely high level. Like, dang, no wonder dudes roll in with three green statues that are all boosted, because I don't think anyone in his VP bracket would be able to actually pull that off. That's kudos Rudimented. That was quite the surprise. Also, of course, dropping the prototype does not hurt. Now, for Stage 6 with Slade Wilson. Okay, maybe it's not Wilson, but Slade nonetheless. Obviously, there's a grappler, you're going to have to take care of that. But up until this point, I wasn't really paying attention. I'd scout and I'd get numbers, and I'd, like, you know, fill things out. But I wasn't paying a lot of attention to the layout of the bases, because I was just like, Stage 6, There is a shock launcher, and a really high-level shock launcher, hidden there in the trees, right up at the very front. I never even saw it until I got my tanks over here, and I was like, hey, what's going on? I already blew up the shock launcher. Dude. Well, it turns out I blew up one of the shock launchers, the lower level of the shock launchers. And that little bugger stayed right there in the trees, causing me problems. The funny thing is, I saw the boom cannon just a little over. It stuck out just enough. It was almost like a little bit of misdirection. Maybe I've been watching too many magician shows or something, but well done, Slade. If you know, I was a little bit lower level and a little bit less prepared to kick butt, that could have caused a problem. Now, for those of you who are a slightly lower level and who are not prepared to kick quite as much butt as I, my suggestion to you is be mindful that that bad boy is there and go straight in, straight after it. Blow it up, pull all your troops back onto the beach, and then over to the right-hand side, the same way I was, and then continue on with your attack. it's going to take a little bit longer, but what'll happen is when you're pulling back onto the beach, your medics are going to be able to catch up with all the healing that you're behind, assuming they're not all dead, because apparently I lost one. I still don't know where I lost that one, but whatever. I'm not... Yeah. Now, it looks like Stage 7 for this week, on Friday. Every Friday, Imitation game. Booyah. It's a nice way to end the week. Honestly, it's... I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's not challenging enough, it should have been harder, oh, I wanted this different, I wanted that different, no. I don't care, man. As far as I'm concerned, the Imitation game is a lot of fun. I enjoy running through and, like, blowing up other bases. The part that I really like is that for the lower level people out there, the new people to Boom Beach, like, this is an amazing way to show you kind of the level that you are at and, like, where you are with your skills, what you're doing, how far you can go with clearing your map and doing things, and really, like, encourage people to, I guess, push forward and try different things. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, Vico 39. I don't know why 39. I can't imagine there's 38 other Vicos. Unless, of course, this guy has a 50-man task force all filled with Vico. Just like Vico, Vico 2, Vico 3, all the way down to Vico 49, and then, of course, Phil for, you know, person number 50. So, like I was saying, I wasn't really paying a lot of attention, and I wasn't scouting out properly, because those first couple of levels kind of lured me into this weird sense of, whatever, I'm not worried about it. So because of that, as you can see, I kind of started rolling through here with one strategy, and then I was like, no, I should do this instead. And I flared over to the right again, and then I was like, oh wait, no, I'm rolling right in towards a couple of boom cannons. Things are going to go incredibly bad for me. Let me rethink this. Let me go back to the other side. So of course I go around back to the other side, and I changed it up again, and then this attack was really, really horrible. I gotta start remembering to actually do things like, pay attention to what I'm attacking, because say what you will, Stage 7 is pretty tricky. Like, I feel like it's not the hardest base I've attacked, but I definitely need to pay enough attention that I do things properly, because if I don't, I'm gonna lose tanks, as you can see, because I am currently just hemorrhaging tanks left and right. They're just getting blown up, and I'm moving in towards a wall of 3 max level boom cannons and a max level shock launcher. Like, that is not a good situation to be in. The only bonus to that is I'm also running out of time. Because of all of the flaring back and forth and the craziness and not really having a clear-cut strategy and not having decided, oh yeah, I want to go do this. Man. Wow. I am going to run out of time on this attack. Also partially because there is a max level shock launcher that, I'm not really doing anything to, because I can't, because, well, all of my critters were wasted on mines that I didn't even need to blow up, because I was gonna go that way until I changed my mind. Small things like that really mess it up. So I took some pretty heavy losses and ran out of time, and then I was like, alright, well, attack number 2, even though I've messed up a whole bunch and, like, re-attacked levels that didn't need to be re-attacked and doing all kinds of crazy things, as you can see right here, just blasting through. I'm just going face first, because I know with a second attack, I definitely have the power to pull this off. Not the He-Man, I've got the power. More like I got reinforcements, and they didn't. I don't know, kind of like Rommel? Anyway, so yeah, roll in, from the front and finish everything off. You're gonna get a nice easy win. If I were to do this all again and try to actually pull it off in one attack, I would have landed on the right hand side and almost done like a C path, if you would, to come around the behind. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.